characters, incidents, names, and situations used in this story are fictitious. The resemblance to any person living or dead is purely coincidental. The following video contains some horror elements and suitable for a mature audience, 16 plus. This channel and video is not for kids.
Hello friends, I am Aryan and welcome to our channel Midnight Horror Stories, where you get to hear true and scary ghost stories. In our channel, you will get to hear true and scary stories every Tuesday and Saturday. But before starting the story, all the friends who have come to this channel for the first time, please subscribe to the channel, and if you like the story, then definitely introduce yourself in the comment section. Then, let's do not take much time and start our story quickly. Friends, our world is full of mysteries. We cannot see some things with our eyes, but they do happen. And where such negative energies are excessive, then we can feel it very well. And this is the story of Kolkata's Putul Ghar. Kolkata's Putul house looks quite terrifying. With so many states in its fold, it is still near Kolkata's Lal Bazaar and has been like this for many years. There are also many houses near this Putul Bari which believe that this place is haunted. But many of us still don't believe it because we wouldn't have seen it with our own eyes. But whoever sees it with his own eyes, he cannot help but believe it. And something similar happened with Devashish. Let's start the story. Devashish's mother was a resident of Kolkata and Devashish was originally from Delhi. Devashish's maternal uncle was now living in a house near this Putul house, and that is why this time when Devashish came here, he came near this Putul house. Seeing that mysterious building, Devashish asked his uncle Abhinandan, "Mama, this building looks very old and looks so scary. Is this a haunted place, and what's this board around it?" Then his uncle said, "Son, this is a Putul house. Putul means doll and Bari means house. So son, that means a doll house. This house, like its name, is truly a doll's house. Inside this house, there are a lot of mysterious dolls on the upstairs. This house also has its own story. It is believed that the daughter of the landlord living in this house was very fond of collecting dolls and used to keep different types of dolls with her. But one day her daughter mysteriously died. But her father did not remove her dolls from the house in her memory, but those dolls are still kept in a room upstairs. All those dolls have their eyes on the door of the room. It's as if she's been waiting for someone for centuries. That doll is still upstairs today. But no one lives in this house anymore. They say that this house is haunted. It is said that when the landlord's daughter died, she could not get salvation. Because of this, she was imprisoned here with her dolls. But the reason behind this house being haunted is because of these dolls or nothing else. Hearing this, Devashish said, "Mamaji, is a house haunted because of dolls? All children grow up playing with dolls. So why aren't their houses haunted? It'll be something else." Then his uncle said, "Yes, it can be. But there is another story related to this house. It is believed that the landlord of this house was a very debauched type of man. They used to torture women a lot. They kept them captive inside their house. They used to do wrong things with them and even get them killed here. It is said that the souls of those women still wander here. Now we cannot say which of the two is why this house is haunted, but this house has a lot of secrets in itself. The owners of this house are disturbed by the story of its haunting. Therefore, a board has been put outside the house that this house is not haunted, so do not believe any story about it." Hearing this, Devashish took a look at that house and then said, "If this house is really haunted, then has anyone ever heard any sound from here, or did anyone suffer any harm because of this house?" Hearing this, her uncle said, "Many people say that they have heard the sound of girls laughing and dancing and singing from this house. On the upstairs where the dolls are kept, there is the sound of someone dancing and singing." Hearing this, Devashish said, "These are hearsay. People tell you by putting 2 or 4. Have you ever heard anything like this?" Hearing this, his uncle said, "I don't wander out at night, son, and go to bed early, because of which I have never heard any sound of any kind from here. And as long as you are here, I will also tell you to stay away from this house, because you cannot say when such a thing becomes a threat." Hearing this, Devashish did not say anything, but yes, he was very excited to go inside this house and see. A few days later, he talked to the people around and saw him going inside that house. During this time, he talked to a member of that house. Then he said, "People have made useless rumors here that this house is haunted, but in reality, this is not the case. If you want to go in and have a look, you can, not forbidden." Hearing this, Devashish's wish was fulfilled, and so he quickly took the key and went inside the house. When Devashish opened the lock and stepped inside the house, he found that there was a strange ominousness in that house. There was a strange smell in the air. Maybe it's because the house is always locked. But the surprising thing here was that this house was completely fine. If there was nothing like this inside this house, then someone should have lived inside it. Well, Devashish came inside that house without paying attention to this and started looking at every place well. During this time, when he went upstairs, he also saw the room where the dolls were kept. When he came inside that room, he saw that all the dolls inside that room were looking at him in a very strange way. It was all very uncomfortable for him. Devashish explained to himself that these are just minor dolls. How can anyone see this? But every time he looked at those dolls, he felt like she was looking at him. Devashish did not feel right to stay there anymore, and so he started moving towards another room. But at the same time, when he turned around, he was completely surprised. Because an 18 to 19-year-old girl was right in front of him and she was looking at him. Seeing him, Devashish said in surprise, "Hey, who are you? You scared me."
Hearing this, the girl smiled and said, Ami Momita, tumi ke? Hearing this, Devashish said, "Look, I understand Bengali, but not so well, because I have not grown up here. My uncle lives here. I have come to them. It would be nice if you could speak Hindi." Then the girl said, "Yes, I am sorry. I am Momita. I live near here. When this house appeared to be open, it came here to know who has gone inside this haunted house. Did you find a ghost like that?" Hearing this, Devashish said in a funny manner, "Not a ghost, but a ghost has definitely been found. Sorry, was joking. Well, there is nothing like that here. People have made useless rumors. If something like that had happened, it would have been visible." Hearing this, Momita said, "Do you think such a thing will be seen so easily with the eyes? That is, there must be some difference between ghosts and ordinary humans." Then Devashish said, "No, I don't believe in all this. So far, I have not seen anything like this. And if I see something like this, then maybe I will start believing in all this." Then Momita said, "Yes, you are right. By the way, you don't find the air here strange? I mean, the air here is a little stranger than the air outside." Hearing this, Devashish said, "Everything is open outside, so because of that there is open air. But there will be such a stench in the closed house here. Now if you open the lid of the gutter, there will be a stench from it. This does not literally mean that the gutter stench will continue to be there all over the world. Well, I've seen it everywhere here, but there is nothing here. You can watch it if you want." When Devashish turned around, he saw that Momita was not there. He also called out to Momita, but she did not respond. For a moment, Devashish was a little scared. But then the next moment he remembered that maybe Momita was joking with him, and so he said, "If you want to joke with me, you can do it, but I am not afraid." He had just said this when someone put a hand on his shoulder. When he turned around in surprise, he saw that Momita was standing behind him. Seeing him, Momita said, "Oh, you're not really afraid. I thought you would be scared if I disappeared like this." Hearing this, Devashish said, "You will have to work very hard to scare me. By the way, it was nice to meet you. I was just thinking that there was no one my age. But then you got it. It's going to be fun to be here now." To this, Momita said, "You are absolutely right. I used to get very bored too. But then you came. Let's promise now that we'll meet every day while you are here." Devashish agreed to it. Then Momita said, "By the way, I also have a duplicate key of this house. I come here sometimes because it's a very different kind of peace. So you and I will meet right here." Hearing this, Devashish said, "Hey, but why? We can meet outside, can we not? What is the danger to us outside?" Hearing this, Momita said, "You are a boy, so you may not be in any danger. But I have, because I'm a girl and my family is not so modern. For them, boys and girls should not be friends or talk to each other. I don't get that much leeway at home. And in such a situation, if I go out with you, then my family as well as my relatives will suspect that something is going on with me and you, then my bed will be up. By the way, come here after 10 o'clock tonight. I have a lot to show you. Hearing this, Devashish said, 10 o'clock is not very early. Hearing this, Momita said, you were talking so big that you are not afraid at all? What happened now? All the air went out. Look, don't be afraid. I am with you. I come here every day. Nothing happened to me. So what will happen to you? Devashish also agreed to this, and then after some time, both of them closed the door and left from there. Devashish had almost forgotten this, and when it was around 11 a.m., he remembered that Momita had called him to meet him. Everyone in his house was asleep, so Devashish quickly put on his slippers and hurried towards the Putul house. The door was open. Because of this, he came to know that Momita was still inside the house. When he went inside the house, he saw Momita sitting there on the ground with a candle lit. Seeing him, Momita pouted and said, "Oh, your 10 is very early. I've been here for about 1 hour and you are here now?" Hearing this, Devashish said, "Oh, I had really forgotten and my family was also awake. Let us see if we come here only after 11 o'clock. By then my family will also sleep and I won't have to tell anyone. Because if I tell them this, they will definitely not let me come here. According to them, this place is haunted." "I don't understand how this place can seem haunted." Then Momita said, "Oh, leave it. This is a matter of their own attitude, and they are also very superstitious. Anyway, let me show you something. Let's go upstairs to the dolls." Saying this, Momita took him with her to the dolls above. She showed him all the dolls there one by one. During this time, Devashish found that Momita's eyes had a different glow while showing the dolls. Looking at him, it seemed like a small child showing his toys to the elders. Seeing him like this, Devashish said, "You are happy as if these toys were yours."
Hearing this, the smile on Momita's face disappeared. She was silent for a while and then said, "I love toys. As a child, whenever I asked my father for toys, he would not give them to me, and I got so many here. Because of this, I am very happy." Don't get me wrong, Devashish did not say anything further. After staying there for a while, Devashish came back to his house and went to sleep. The next day, Devashish went to the market with his maternal uncle and slept after eating and drinking in the evening. He must have been asleep for a short time when suddenly Momita's voice came to his ears. "Rise up, doesn't Patul want to come home today?" When Devashish woke up after hearing that voice, he saw Momita standing near his bed. Seeing him before Devashish could say anything, Momita put her hand over his mouth and gestured to be quiet. After this, Momita gestured for him to come with her. Devashish came out of his house with him and then said, "Hey man, you had scared me, and what are you doing here so late at night? What if someone could see it?" Then Momita said, "Oh, what happened? You didn't come, so I came to get you. Let me show you a different thing today. You'll be surprised to see him." After this, Patul came home with Momita Devashish and took her back to the doll's room. Seeing this, Devashish said, "Hey, you started showing the doll again. You showed it yesterday and you were saying you would show something different." Then Momita said, "Oh, I am showing something different, man. You better come home. You sit here, I'll come right away." After this, Momita made her sit on the floor in the doll room and went out of the room herself. Inside this room, Momita had lit a candle, and in its light, the dolls looked even more terrifying. Devashish sat there for some time, and then after a while, when he got bored, he started leaving the room. But just in the meantime, Momita came there. Momita was dressed like a doll. Seeing this, Devashish said in surprise, "Oh, what have you done to yourself? Why remain a doll?" Then Momita said, "You just had to show something special, so you took the whole getup. Now sit down and relax." After this, Devashish sat there and Momita came in front of him and started dancing. At first, Devashish thought everything was fine, but after some time he was surprised because all the dolls present around him were dancing with all of the Momita. Seeing this, Devashish panicked and said, "Stop, Momita. Get out of here quickly. Maybe this house is really haunted. Look at how these dolls are dancing." Hearing this, Momita smiled and said, "See, you have also been deceived. That's what I used to do with these dolls when you weren't here. I've done something on top of these dolls so that they'll do as I say. I put the key in it so that it became a doll with a key." Hearing this, Devashish breathed a sigh of relief, but then the next moment he said, "Hey, but when did you fill the keys in them?" Hearing all this, Momita sat in front of me for so long, she said, "Hey man, where are you taking the matter? I must have done something. That's why I'm absolutely confident. And don't leave at all. How did you like all this? Fun, didn't you?" Hearing this, Devashish said, "You are really very strange, but you are very pure of heart. You don't find a girl like you these days, and in fact, for a moment I was scared, but you've made a pretty good arrangement. What do people do when they are alone? But you've used it very well. By the way, it is now very late. I'll go. See you again tomorrow. Will you do something different tomorrow? Hearing this, Momita's eyes lit up and she said, if you like all this, then I will definitely think of something. You just have to wait for tomorrow and come tomorrow. Yes. Devashish said yes to it, and then after that, he came home and went home and slept. The next day, his aunt told him, we have a relative who lives in this city. There is a small celebration in his house today, so we will all go there, so you also come with us, son. Devashish agreed to this, and then that evening they went to the relative's house. It was too late at night and they did not feel right to come on such a night, so they stayed at the relative's house that night, and then the next morning when they came back to the house, they saw that their whole house was destroyed. Seeing all this, all those people were very surprised. They could not understand who could scatter their house in such a way. Seeing this, his aunt said, it looks like a small child has picked up the stuff and threw it away due to lack of stubbornness. Hearing this, his uncle said, hey, but how can this be? We had locked the door from the outside and there is no other way to get inside. Then how did it happen? They checked all their valuables, but nothing was stolen. During all of this, when Devashish went to his room and saw his belongings, there was a doll on a small paper on the wall. Devashish was surprised to see this. He didn't understand what it was. They were upset that who did it after all, and thinking of all this, her maternal aunt increased the security of that house. And that night, when everyone was sleeping, Momita came to Devashish and asked him to come with her. She took him inside the Patul house again, and then after coming inside, she said angrily, you promised that you would come, but why didn't you come tomorrow? I know I was waiting for you. I even went to your house, but you weren't even at home. Hearing this, Devashish said, forgive me. Actually, my aunt took me to a relative's house. We had to stay there because it was late at night and I couldn't even tell you. Hearing this, Momita shook her head thoughtfully, but then after a while she said, you are only here for a few days. After that, you will be gone. I don't know how I'm going to live here. Hearing this, Devashish said, hey, why do you worry? You give me your telephone number. I'll keep calling you. We're such good friends. To be honest, all my friends are selfish, number one. I haven't had a friend like you to date. You look exactly like my sister to me. It seems that if my sister were here today, she would be exactly like you. Momita didn't say anything on this, just smiled. Then, after a while, she spoke. Let's show you something different today. After that, he again showed Devashish an act related to those dolls, which Devashish also enjoyed a lot. Momita was fascinated by how Devashish was taking interest in her game, and that is why she used to call Devashish every day. After all this was over, Devashish went back to his house, and then the very next day, his aunt asked him to come to the neighborhood with some food. In fact, they kept up very well with their neighbors, so whenever they used to make something in the house, they used to give it to the neighbors, because of which they also used to give them what was made in their house. Devashish immediately took the luggage and went to his house. It was during this time that Devashish remembered that Momita had told him that she lived in this house. Devashish thought that he would also give the goods and also meet Momita. Anyway, he used to call her his sister, so what's the problem in coming out in front of everyone? Devashish went to his house and then peeked inside. Seeing him like this, the woman said, what's the matter, son? You're looking for someone? Then Devashish said, yes, I was looking for Momita. I don't think I'm a sister, so I thought I'd meet her. After this, the woman gave a voice to her daughter Momita. After some time, Momita came out and asked her mother, what is the matter, mother? Why did you call me? Why was I studying? Hearing this, her mother said, hey, you said this brother, he has come. He wanted to talk to you, so I called you. Hearing this, Momita looked at Devashish as if she did not know him, and she said, sorry, do we meet somewhere? Then Devashish said, what are you talking about? We just met yesterday. Hearing this, Momita said, sorry, maybe you have a misunderstanding, because I don't even know you. When she was refusing to know him from the front, why would Devashish insult him? So he said, sorry, maybe it was someone else. And then Devashish came back, but he was very upset that Momita refused to recognize him. He came to his house and now he had decided that he would not go to meet Momita. Late at night,
Momita came to his house again and started taking him with her. But Devashish flatly refused to go. Hearing this, Momita asked him, "Hey, what happened to you all of a sudden? Why aren't you coming?" Then Devashish said, "Today you refused to recognize me at your house, so why should I come?" Hearing this, Momita remained quiet for a while and then said, "You have come here for a few days, but after you leave, I will have to face a lot of problems here. Why don't you understand all this?" Hearing this, Devashish remained calm, and then he said, "Okay, I'm sorry. We boys don't have much of a problem like that, so I never thought of it that way." After this, like every time, Devashish went to the Putul house with Momita, and they both started playing there. That very strange thing happened that night when Devashish Putul was leaving the house and going towards his house. So at the same time, he saw Momita talking with a boy in the lane near his house. Devashish was completely surprised to see him there because just a while ago, Momita had come out in the opposite direction in front of his eyes, and now she was right in front of him. At the same time, Momita was also terrified to see Devashish in front of her, and she said that, "I just came to meet him like this. Don't tell anyone at home." She had said that, during this time, the boy who was with her left, and now only Momita and Devashish were left on the road. After they left, Devashish said, "How did you come here all of a sudden? Just a while ago you Putul had left the house." Hearing this, the girl said in surprise, "Hey, your mind fine?
What do you think? I'm so mad that I'm going to go to that haunted place so late at night. I've been here for a long time." Hearing this, Devashish's hands and feet began to swell with fear, and then he said, "Didn't you go to Putul home yesterday?" Hearing this, Momita said, "Hey brother, how many times should I say? I'm scared of that place, so I didn't go anywhere there. Oh, I haven't even been to that place till date. Why would I go there?" Hearing this, Devashish thought for a while and said, "Do you have a twin sister who goes there?" Hearing this, she said, "Oh brother, I don't have any twin sister or twin brother to go there. I am the only girl of my parents and there is no one else like me in this area. You must have had a misunderstanding and stop wandering outside at this late hour. This place is not right." After speaking, she went towards her house. But Devashish stood there thinking that if this Putul did not come home, then who was she with whom he spent so much time in the Putul house? Devashish was standing alone on the deserted road, thinking all this when suddenly Momita came in front of his eyes and she said, "What is the matter? What are you doing alone here? You have not gone home yet." Devashish was very scared to hear this, but he somehow controlled his fear and said that the wind was good here, so I thought a little, let's get some air here. Well, now I'll go and sleep. After speaking, Devashish was about to leave from there when Momita said, "Finally you have come to know my truth, right?" Hearing this, Devashish stood in his place. He didn't know how to react. At the same time, she said, "Actually my name is not Momita. In fact, I have forgotten my identity because of wandering like this for so many years." While Momita was speaking, Devashish gathered all his strength and ran quickly towards the house. Momita did not follow him, but let him go like that. The next day, Devashish was very upset because he knew that once night came, Momita would come to pick him up again. If he told this to his aunt, then he would be beaten. He was different because he had taken a lot of trouble. During this time, he remembered that when he went to someone's house for one night, Momita had not been able to come there and disturb him. And so now he thought that if he wants to get rid of this trouble, then he should go back home. And that's why he said to his maternal uncle and aunt, "I have been here for a long time and now I have to go to my parents. I am also remembering. I want to go back now." His maternal uncle was surprised to hear this because whenever Devashish used to come here, he used to stay for at least a month and he did not even feel like going back. And now he is only asking to go back in 4-5 days. So he said, "Have we made a mistake? Are you going like this out of anger?" Hearing this, Devashish said, "Oh no, Mamaji, that is not the case. I really miss my family. That's why I want to go." Hearing this, his aunt said, "If you go like this, then your family will think that you have come to us upset. So don't go now. Stay another week or 2. Hearing this, Devashish was upset. He did not understand how to convince them to go home, and then after thinking for a while, he said that the thing is that I get a very strange vibe from the ghost bungalow in front of him. I'm scared, so I don't want to stay here. Then his uncle laughed and said, "I'm not sure I'll ever see you scared like that." Look, there is nothing to be afraid of. To this day, the ghosts inside him have not bothered us. Hearing this, Devashish quickly said, if this is the case, then why was this house so scattered that day? I have a feeling that the ghosts over there must have done it. Hearing this, his aunt said, nothing like that would have happened. A thief must have entered here, and when he did not find any stolen items, then he broke the goods and left. Son, don't be afraid, you're safe here. No one will be able to do anything to you while we are here. Hearing this, Devashish could not say much because he could not tell them more than this. But then he thought that if he somehow convinces his mother to come there, then everything will be fine. And so he called his mother and said, I have been here for so long and now I have started missing you. I miss your handmade food so much, Mom. I want to come back.
Shall I come quickly? Hearing this, his father laughed from behind and said, wow, son. By the way, you throw 36 tantrums in food and say that your mother does not know how to cook properly, and now you're missing your mother's food. Oh, tell me the truth. Have you done something wrong there, that you're dying to come here? Hearing this, Devashish spoke to himself. You have messed up and you don't understand that. You quickly listen to me and call me there. He was thinking that suddenly his mother said, do you also say anything in front of the child? And tell the truth, did anyone say anything there? Then Devashish said, oh mother, no one said anything. I just want to come to you. I miss you. Hearing this, his mother said, come on, it's okay. I take your word for it. But now you also understand that the path is far away, so it will take time for me to come, and you have just gone there. Anyway, you've just been there. If you come here now, your aunt will feel very bad. You know that your aunt has no children. That's why they consider you their son. And if you do this to escape from them, they will feel very bad. So manage it for a couple of days. After that, we will take you ourselves. Beyond this, Devashish could not say much because he was absolutely right. Now Devashish had only two options, either to tell his aunt everything and do something, or to stick with her for 24 hours without telling her. Devashish didn't want to bother them by telling this. He thought he was here for a few days, so he will be with his aunt for 24 hours. This will mean that Momita will not be able to take him with her after seeing him with all the people. And something similar happened. Devashish went to his maternal aunt's place that night and said, now I will be so busy with further studies that I don't know when I will be able to come here. That's why I want to spend as much time as possible with my beloved maternal uncle. So I thought I'd sleep with you now. I'll make my bed here if you have no objection then. Hearing this, his uncle said, hey son, what objection do we have in this? At least we'll spend more time with you. That night when Devashish was sleeping with his maternal aunt, he heard Momita's voice. Devashish, where are you? You didn't come home today. Come here. I want to tell you something, and this time I won't lie. Devashish wanted him to leave, but then he thought that this ghostly spirit has always been lying to him, so what is the guarantee that it will not harm him in the future? So he ignored this sound and tried to sleep quietly. Momita kept calling out to him, but Devashish did not listen. Disturbed by all this, Momita came to the room and tried to lift Devashish. Devashish had woken up, but he had come to know that Momita was here, so he did not open his eyes. He kept acting as if he wasn't listening. When Devashish did not get up for some time, Momita started trying to pick him up. But in the meantime, Devashish's maternal uncle got up. Seeing this, Momita disappeared from there. At the same time, when Devashish's maternal uncle saw that there was no one there, he slept again. Friends, now you must be wondering how Devashish came to know that Momita was there, because her eyes were closed. So let me tell you here. Remember that Devashish had a strange smell in that dollhouse in the beginning, and wherever Momita used to be, that's how he smelled. Because of this, Devashish had an idea that he was here. He spent the night somehow, and then stayed with his relatives even in the morning. He was even barely able to get out of the house as he was afraid that Momita might catch him by seeing him alone on the way. Devashish was trying hard to stay away from Momita, but she would still hear his voice throughout the day and repeatedly ask her to come to Putul's house. The days were passing like this, and now the time came when his parents also came there, and now he was going to leave here tomorrow. Momita also knew this, so she said to Devashish, I know you are going to leave from here, and I know that even if I stop, you will not stop, and I do not want you to stop, but I want you to meet me once before leaving. Please come to the Putul house tonight. Devashish also wished to meet him once, but her mind did not agree, because she was not a human being but a phantom. Devashish had packed all the packing for his departure. His aunt was also preparing some stuff for his way. Meanwhile, Devashish also came to the kitchen and started talking to them. During all this, Devashish's mother called out to his aunt. She went out of the kitchen to talk to them, and during this time, Devashish was all alone in the kitchen. He was shaking the ladle while making something in the embroidery. At the same time, the face of a doll appeared on the glass of the kitchen window, and then the next moment, the doll started saying, "I sincerely hope that you will definitely come today. But still I'm telling you again, definitely come. And if you don't come, I'll come and take you myself." After this, the doll's face disappeared from there, and by now her aunt was also back in the kitchen. She took the ladle from Devashish's hand, and during this time, her eyes fell on Devashish's face. Then she laughed and said, "Oh son, what happened? Why do you suddenly look like you've seen a ghost?" Hearing this,
Devashish composed himself and then said, "No, Mommy, there's nothing like that. Actually, you know I'm gonna leave tomorrow. Because of this, I am just a little upset because I've been with you for a long time, so now it feels a little strange to leave you." Hearing this, his aunt pulled his cheek and said, "Hey son, why do you worry? Keep coming and going, and once your uncle retires, then after that we will also come to you. I can't be here alone. I'll just come back to you after all this." After this, Devashish could not say anything and left the kitchen. The last words of Momita's words were still echoing in his mind. She had threatened him that if Devashish did not go to Putul house tonight, she would come here to pick him up. Devashish was getting tense about it, but then she thought that she would not be able to take him because she would have his entire family with him, and she could not take him with his family. That night, everyone went to bed early because they all wanted to leave, but Devashish was repeatedly telling them not to sleep. He was looking for an excuse to talk to them. Because of all this, his mother got very angry and she said that you just have to get up in the morning and get ready and leave, but we also have to prepare. So sleep and let us sleep. And after that, all her family fell asleep and Devashish also slept with them. Late at night, he woke up to Momita's voice. "Devashish, wake up. It's time to walk to Putlabari." But Devashish slept like this. At the same time, she said again, "Look, I know that you're not sleeping, but awake. And now it would be better for you to get up and walk straight with me. Otherwise, you can't even imagine what I will do." But Devashish still did not get up, and then he saw that the sheet on top of him had been suddenly pulled by someone. Devashish's condition had worsened due to fear, but he still didn't dare to open his eyes. During this time, he found that his body suddenly started flying in the air, and not only that, he also felt the touch of some things around his body. Now all this was happening beyond Devashish's tolerance, so he got up at once. And when he got up, he looked around and found that he was surrounded on all sides by the terrible dolls of that Putul house. Seeing all this, he had screamed. But the surprising thing here was that despite her screaming, her family did not wake up at all. Devashish was surprised to see all this. At the same time, Momita came in front of him and said, "Whatever you do, but now these people will not get up. These people will get up in the morning, and you have to go with me." Hearing this, when Devashish looked around him in surprise, his family was sleeping peacefully. Seeing this, he also tried to wake up his mother, but his mother did not get up. Then Momita again said, "No matter how hard you try, these people will not get up. Now let's go." Seeing this, Devashish glanced at Momita, who was looking at him with great innocence. Seeing her, Devashish could not believe that it was a phantom and could also harm someone. He composed himself and said to himself, "This is a wandering soul, and all wandering souls are evil. It can harm you. So get out of here quickly." Thinking of this, he gathered all his strength and quickly began to run him out of the room. During this, a doll grabbed his leg, due to which he fell. Devashish's nose was broken due to a sudden fall down. Blood was coming out of it. But Devashish did not think much about this and got up again while composing himself and started running away from there. Devashish had run out of his house and was now running in the deserted lanes of the place screaming for help. But the surprising thing here was that no one was coming to help him. Devashish was more scared than before. He didn't know where to go. He hid in a dark alley, hiding from Momita. After some time, he saw Momita walking in the streets in front of him. She said, "How many times have I told you that you don't need to be afraid of me?
But you don't understand, and that's why I'm forced to do all this. Otherwise, I had no interest in doing all this, and no one will be able to help you at this time. So you can't ask anyone for help. You come quietly with me. I have something to talk to you." But Devashish was sitting with his hand over his mouth. At the same time, Devashish felt the touch of something on his shoulder. When he looked at her, he saw a doll looking at him with a hand on his shoulder. Seeing this, Devashish was very nervous, and during this time Momita said, "I have found you, and now there is no point in resisting. You go straight with me, or I'll take you away by force." Devashish began to slide backwards, terrified of Momita and the dolls. And then, gathering some courage, she said, "If you had no bad intentions, you would have told me everything beforehand." Hearing this, Shama said, "What can I tell you? If I told you that I was not a human, but a phantom, would you believe it? And what if I even convinced you of it? Do you continue to be normal with me as if you were meant to? I've been here alone for a long time, and you've been very supportive to me. I don't want much. I just want you to play with me like that. And I'm not harming you." Hearing this, Devashish said, "If you had not tried to harm me, then my family would not be unconscious like this today. My family, this entire neighborhood, is so deep asleep that no one can even hear my voice." Hearing this, Momita did not say anything, and then the next moment, all those dolls started growing around Devashish. All those dolls started dragging her forcibly inside the Putul house. During this time, Devashish tried hard to avoid all of them in any way, but his attempt was unsuccessful. All those dolls dragged him inside the Putul house. After coming in, Momita closed the door and said, "You are going to go tomorrow, so tonight we will play with these dolls one last time." And after that, Momita started dancing with those dolls as usual.
Where earlier Devashish was happy to see all this, now he was very scared. But she also realized that Momita was not a threat to her. Realizing this, Devashish clapped for them. Seeing this, Momita was very happy, and she started dancing very well with him again. This continued throughout the night, and then when it was almost morning, Momita stopped and said, "Thank you so much for supporting me so much. I know we'll never meet again, but I am glad that even in this time I have found a person like you. I will continue to wander around here with these dolls until my liberation." Hearing this, Devashish said, "I have heard wrong about phantom spirits till today. Not every phantom spirit harms." Hearing this, Momita said, "Yes, not every phantom soul is bad, but most are evil. Therefore, you should also stay away from everyone and always take care of yourself. I don't think we'll meet again, but as long as you live, remember me. Now you go home. It's going to be morning and your departure time is also 10 a.m. Hearing this, when Devashish was about to leave, he said to Momita, "You are very naive, but don't come in front of everyone like that. If you fall into the hands of the wrong person, you don't know what they will do to you. So after today, you should stay here like this. Don't let anyone know you're here, because if not every phantom is good, then not every human being is good either." After speaking, Devashish left from there and returned with his family the same day. It's been a long time coming. Devashish is now almost 45-50 years old. After retirement, his maternal uncle has also come here. They live here very happily. But even now, Devashish wonders if Momita, or whoever she was, a lover, would have been bad. Friends can't say that if she was bad, maybe Devashish wouldn't be among us today, and we wouldn't have known about this story. But there are secrets about some places that we must believe, and often it happens more with people who say that they don't believe in these things. Then they feel such a face that they do not forget that thing for the rest of their life.
So friends, this was our story today. How did you like the story? Please do tell me by commenting in the comment box. And also, those who haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe to the channel. Take care of yourself and your family. I will meet you soon with a new story. Thank you.